Today is part 2 on color therapy, connecting to color, and learning how to do color card readings. This part, we're going to look into Jesse the producer. Bum, bum, bum. So Jesse, do you mind coming up here? And as he is so diligently organizing his color from most favorite to least favorite Lumineers, I'm going to remind you that if you want to know everything that is happening at Jamie Butler Medium, and the Lighter Side Show, check out our newsletter. Sign up for it. It's on jamiebutlermedium.com. Do I need to hold your hand? Come on.
Well, here, I'm so tall, Jamie.
You want to sit down?
I do.
When I stand up, the height's not going to change much. Look at that. Just kidding. Go ahead, have a seat.
Right. So, organized from my favorite to my least favorite?
Yes.
Okay.
Woo! If Jesse were a stack of cards, this is what he'd look like. Okay, so yellow is your least favorite?
Correct.
Okay, so we'll lay them out like this. In part 1, Lumineers, if you didn't check it out, we talk about color, our relationship to color, how we perceive color, how it triggers our memory, how it feeds us energetically, and why are we attracted to certain colors. We also went through the relationship between you and every color that we have laying out here, which, if you are wondering why it looks like the rainbow, I'm going to say, no, it looks like your chakras. Look at this. Here's your 7 main chakras that are resting up in your physical body. And then we have Earth chakra at your feet and your higher consciousness chakra, the white one on top. Now, if you have a good relationship with chakras and you understand their functions, dysfunctions, their vibrational qualities, then doing a color card reading is going to be second nature to you. Don't worry about it. Okay, this is something that Maitland taught me. I know, she's a busy girl, from writing books to teaching me meditations, color card readings. I mean, she is just full of all kinds of ideas. By the way, Lumineers, if she is waking you up at 3 a.m. or the middle of the night, right, Rob Holmes? You better follow through, because no telling what tricks she has up her little sleeves. She's adorable. Okay, so this is Jesse. And then maybe for camera's sake, I'm going to flip it all around for you guys, okay? So you can see Jesse's favorite, secondary favorite, third favorite. Then we'll just flip these. There are 9 cards. You can purchase these cards. Some companies do have them. I like to take construction paper, cut them up, because then I can write my expressions or feelings on the back of them. Now, Maitland told me how to organize this color card reading. And again, this is Jesse. And then right here is just all the cards that we have used. Maitland separates the 9 cards into 3 different groups. And the first group is who you are, what's supporting you, what's motivating you. So this first position is kind of like the make and model of you. If you were a car, this is what you would look like. Yeah, this. Pretty much I'm going to say this. Jesse, you're a car, and this is what you look like. It's red. And this red car is, if you look in part 1, Colleen got a real big giggle out of it. She giggled like Maitland. Caveman energy. Oh, security, money, stability, caveman. So this is who Jesse is right now. He is in nesting mode. He is like getting his things together. He might find that all of a sudden he comes home and he's like, man, I've had that IKEA couch now for 10 years, and I kind of want a real couch. And so he goes and he upgrades to a real couch. Or, man, I've had that car for 20 years, and it's worked really well, but it's been run into, smashed, and even electrical wires have been dropped on it. That's what happened earlier today. poor Jessie car. But all of a sudden you're like, I want a new car. I want something that's modern and me. You know, because this nesting, grounding, and security, Jessie, is something that's like you becoming an adult or you just gaining control over your environment. Then the second position is this color, indigo. And this is the gas that goes in the car. So this is what supports or motivates this car to get going. So his need to nest, security, take control of budgets, finances, all things of this nature. This is supporting it. Surprise, surprise, Jessie, it's all your intuitive stuff. I'm like a proud mama over here. I'm like, yes! That's kind of how we know Jessie fits into the crew, right? So all his gas is more, that sounded funny, but I kind of meant it. Anyways, it's more intuitive, right? Imagination, which helps with graphic design, helps with staying on your toes, being fulfilled, being creative. He's the explorer, the discoverer, and the intuitive. And when this stops, guess what? When you stop creating, Jessie, this... No! You start feeling really bad. You know, all of a sudden you can't root and you can't ground yourself. You feel lost. You don't know why you're in it. You start to double guess, second guess, and you start to sabotage things. So when you stop being creative, you start, you know, destroying it. Maybe when you don't even want to. This blackness, darkness, is why you even go to the car in the first place. It's really kind of who you are. So Lumineers, if you've laid out your favorite deck and you have separated your most favorite to least favorite and you grab the first 3 cards, it is who you are, your make and model of your car. This is the gas in your car. This is what is supporting you to be able to navigate and move the car. And the third position is what's motivating you. Why are you even approaching to get into the car, to control it and to be you? And for Jessie, it's the black. It's the presence of everything. It's the smushed up rainbow inside of him. So when we ask Jessie, like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? He's like, well, and he'll pause and he'll come up with one and then he'll go, but I also like, and then there's also, you know, and so you'll come up with a bunch of things because you want to have your hands in a ton of cookie jars. So if black is in your third position in your motivation, I would say, please, little Lumineer, be a juggler in life. Like hold at least 2 or 3 different things, jobs, hobbies, careers, whatever you want to call them, present in your life and keep them all afloat, because then you'll feel full, you'll feel successful, you'll feel you've contributed. But if you jump in and just do monotasking, this is my life, I define myself by my own career and that is it, you are going to start just falling apart. You're going to start sabotaging it and not enjoying it because you don't feel like you're contributing or that you're really even in control. It's almost like life has ended up in control of you. We don't want that. And Jesse's learning that. Trust me, he has plenty to do here. You have plenty to do here, don't you?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. You're welcome. Isn't that nice? I came into the office the other day and I was like, all right, Jesse, this is what we're going to do. We're going to buy this equipment, this and that. And I was writing it down and he started laughing. He goes, I wrote those same notes down yesterday. And I was like, good, we're syncing up. Like, he's getting it. He's a little intuitive. The next 3 set of cards in this 9-card spread is going to be your want, your need, and your desires. We're going to talk about this, Jesse, because this is like, you might have to do a black bar and turn the sound off while we're discussing it, okay? Want. So wanting more green vibration. This is love, but I would say pretty much number 1, if there is a want in a green, it's more aligned with forgiveness and compassion. For someone who is seeking grounding like you are and very intuitive, you'll find that accepting love and giving love is a pretty strong suit of yours. Damn good at it. It's slowing down enough to forgive and showing compassion to those things that you might not understand yet. So looking at the ways that you can forgive, self, others, And then need. He needs it. He has to have it. The connection to the beyond, the knowing everything, the stronger belief system, solid like a scientist, not like, woo-woo, but true, right? So collecting more information on why that works for you, that is a need, and then desires. Do we want to pause and turn things off while we discuss this?
I'm an open book.
Until Jamie starts talking.
I ruin my words yet.
Well, orange is the sacral chakra. Orange does a lot with womb energy, creative, giving birth, starting from beginning where there's nothing and creating something. So it's a big process of things. But it's also aligned a lot with sexual pleasure of self, with others, flirtation, showing up and being able to and not even in a sexual way when I say the word arouse, but arouse your community. It's almost like a way of verbally connecting or physically connecting to where you're really, really safe. There's zero abuse in any kind of shape or form, not mental, not emotional, not physical. And it is a safe place to express everything that is inside of you. Pretty damn incredible, honestly. So I was trying not to get in too deep on that one, but woo. So have you read that Tantra sex book yet, Jesse?
I wrote it.
Thank you. Thank you. You're so amazing. Yes. Creativity everywhere. The last group in your color card reading. This is kind of where the advice sits. This is where it is, Jesse. Light blue, throat, honesty. All the advice. So if you're ever hesitating, feeling stuck, feeling icky, and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know what to do in this situation, be honest. Be very just forthcoming, even if you're like, crap, this might go wrong, I'm going to get fired, they're going to break up with me, this is going down. You be honest, and all of a sudden, the world is embracing you. They're like, oh my God, you are so beautiful. We're going to make your position better now. This is incredible. Always head for this. And community, so please ask for help. Lean on others. Move as a group instead of flying solo. Really, really big. And that's something to express to your family, to your partner. Like if you're ending up with this light blue in your advice, like your 7th position, then I would definitely sit down and talk to your partner and say, are we on the same page? Are we on the same page with our goals for our finances, for our future, for our vacation, our travel? Because that's going to be really important to feel that support. And then 8th position, the white, is kind of your neutral. Lumineers, we've talked before about your Sushumna line. That's the line that goes from north to south on your spine that connects all your chakra systems. And it is a perfect on-the-fence neutral energy. It's beautiful. It's not being triggered by right side masculine strength. It's not being triggered by left side feminine ease and ebb and flow. Right in the middle. So this one is like, I don't know, we can just put you over here. Like, we don't even need to talk about you. You're good with it. But this 9th one, totally being ignored. I do have a red-headed stepmom, so I feel like I have the right to say ignored like a red-headed stepchild, but I still think that statement's awful.
I have a red-headed stepmom too.
You do?
Bright red-headed.
I love my mom. But it's like that old saying when they're like, we've ignored that person. We've just pushed it aside, that issue, that situation. There it is, bold and loud, your least favorite color, holding many of your answers. Yellow, solar plexus. It is knowledge. It is ego characteristic. It is the I am playing small. And I put everything that I know and everything that I fought for, and I put it in last place because I don't know how to play big. So Jesse, I'm going to encourage you to play big, to lay claim on things, to be amazingly tall like you naturally are anyways. He's like 6-7 foot tall if you don't know. And voice what you are creating, what you are doing in your life and what you are intuitively knowing. This is what you can be so big about. And if you want a big aha moment and maybe restructure what your card layout is, you take the last one, boopy-doopy-doopy-doopy-doo, there's your music. You put it in the front, bum, bum, bum. Now all of a sudden, we shift everything down and you look at it one more time. So what happens, like this, get in there. What happens is this is now your car. This is your make and model. This is what you're doing. You're allowing yourself to be big and to be heard and to admit that you do know how to do these things and to admit that it's not an egocentric, because I know you, nesters, they don't get egocentric. They're nesting because they're ready for community to come in. They're ready to make something big. And so, can you imagine what it would be like if you had this voice? Hello, the network is waiting for you, Jesse. Jesse. You know, and then Lumineers, you can go back through and read the energy from that way on. And I'm hearing you right now. Can you lay out the cards if you're focused on a certain person or situation? So if there was, we'll set this aside. Here we have these colors. Let's say I'm going to think about the progress of the network, right? I'm the head of the network. It's something that I think about a lot, and I do ask a lot of guides and support, and I have my human team, my dead team. So let's look at these cards, and I'm going to focus just on the situation of the network, of leading a network. And what you can do is you can pull the colors. Now remember, if your eyes are getting in the way, these are better eyes. Feel it out. So you can close yours and then run your hands out. Oh, ping. This is going to be sloppy for a second. You can probably fast forward this. Do I want this one? This one. I want this one. Uh-oh, I'm just going to... Do I have them all? Do I have them all?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for 3. Right over there.
Except for what?
You put 3 away.
3 away, yes.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Is that right? I have 3. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna do that. Really? Hey, look, Jesse, we're the same. Our 8th is in balance and neutral. All right, so this is the car. the network. How I need to build my relationship with the lighter side network is in green. So this lets me know from compassion, heart energy, I really need to start acknowledging how I feel about my decisions and not guide it logically. That is actually a lesson in other parts of my life as well. So we're going to lead with emotion, right? It's crazy. The second one is the gas I'm putting into the car. Yes, it is. All creativity. All of it. Coming from nothing and building something, giving birth to it. All of that is what is powering up making decisions from the heart, being claircognizant, clairsensitive with my relationship with the network. Why I went to the car. Oh my God, it is, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. My head moves faster than my mouth. And I know you know I talk fast, but nowhere as fast as what my head does. So grounding, being secure, being safe, being financially stable, being constant, rooted, all of these things, those caveman-like energies. That is exactly what I wanted with all of this intuitive energy that I've been feeling and going through my whole life. I wanted a place for it to be. So that makes sense that this is what is motivating me so hard to be, at least awake or strong enough to make decisions from my heart, be all of the creative parts that I've always wanted in my life, and have it ground me instead of sending me flying out in space where half the people around me are like, we never really got you in the beginning, Jamie. I mean, you're really neat, but, and so when that started happening in my life in high school, in college, I just got small, silent, quiet, didn't express myself because I was tired of managing what other people couldn't understand, how I was seeing, reacting, knowing information. Want, need, desire. I desire all of it. I want all the vibrations. That is true though. I want all of it. All the religious beliefs, all the spiritual beliefs, all the non-existent beliefs. I got you, because if you're believing in nothing, you're believing in something. Anyways, so this is my want. My want is to communicate, to be honest. My want is to have a network that really represents authentically who that host is of their show and not tell them how to do anything. Honesty. Knowledge. I need the knowledge. Oh, we were like this too. No? Oh, I thought there was something similar there. But you like to know things, but yours is more of the violet.
My yellow was my last.
Understanding. So this is my need. I need the information. Basically for me with my network, I need the information out there. And I personally, I'm only speaking for myself, okay guys, that I need the information out there in a neutral format. I don't need it spoken from one belief system or another. I need it spoken from on the fence. And so we have built a really good team here that does that well. And then the desire, that's how I was laughing. I want it all. I want all the vibrational qualities to be represented. Not the right side, the left side, this part of the brain, that part of the brain, this part of the heart, but not the other part of the heart. I want all of it represented. So then we take the last three. Eighth one, it's kind of neutral. We've got a great relationship. We can set it aside. This is what's giving me advice. It is. The intuitive abilities. Yes, it is. Thank you, Maitland. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Jolly. Thank you, Sai. Thank you to all the spirits, my granddaddy, everyone that's come forth and encouraged me to come forward. Thank you, Eric Meadows. You've been a great, inspiring voice. And then this is what I've been ignoring. So I've set this aside, and this is the connection to other layers, multidimensionals, belief systems. I think I've gone so far down the rabbit hole with the network that I'm trying to make it a very neutral space that I have indeed set this aside grandly to make sure that I'm able to do what I want to do. But then, if I put it at the beginning, it gives us a completely different viewpoint of what's happening. So I'm hoping through these few examples that we've done here, you can understand how color can express where you're coming from. It can help you with a very specific situation in making a decision, a very strong yes or no. It can help you in guiding yourself energetically through the day or through a relationship. It can help you goal set or be creative and plan and how you're going to manifest or visualize where you're headed. The attraction to color is phenomenal. I don't think, Lumineers, that we really take the time to recognize how colorful we truly are. We've been trained with those eyeballs of ours to look at our skin, to look at our hair, our eye color, and the clothes we're wearing, and that true expression comes from what we put on our body. But I fully believe our truest expression, deeply and honest, and most colorful, comes from our energetic system, our energetic body, and the light that we shine out into our environment. So, get your color on, get calm, get cool, sit down, understand the relationship you have with each hue that is out there, and enjoy the color card reading that Maitland has laid out so long ago for myself, which has really helped. And have a good time, any age, from kids to adults. And Jessie, I didn't know where to put you in. Oh, thank you, Lumineers, for being here. Thank you for lending your ear. Stay tuned. More is coming. The Lighter Side show is growing. 8 shows every month, 4 channeled, 2 how-tos and 2 interviews. We have got you covered. You want to know more, learn more? Check out the website on Jamie Butler Medium. Sign up for the newsletter. Everything that you want to know is organized on that one. So stay in touch, and I hope to see you at the Luma Summit. Take care, everybody. Remember, it's not woo-woo, it's true-true.